Viewers and subscribers, this is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome back again on this program, Biafra Discourse. And tonight, I'll be joined with Udo, my brother, who will be joining us from South Africa, as we together review and discuss some issues that borders around Biafra, which is raising so much question as to whether or not the Biafran people living in Biafran land becoming slaves to the so-called Biafra freedom fighters. Now, what happened in Onitsha today and across Anambra state, the fear going down the spine of everyone as people confusion, running helter-skelter, markets closed and all that. This is the situation as we got it from our report today in Onitsha, and we are bringing it to you on Biafra Discourse.
There is fire on the mountain. There is fire on the mountain. Everywhere also na agba on Onitsha keta ma onye ukwu ma onye nta na ma ndị polisi mmiri na onye ọbụla agba n'ọsọ. Ekwukwe m ihe ekwuo ndị na-asa ipụtiri na nwere ife na ore jena keta. Ore jigokweni Neke ebe anyị gbara ọsọ kpata na-ekwenụ ndị mmadụ ọkwa ọsọ ga anyị na-agba. Amadị m ebe anyị nọ ebe a sef n'ebe okwuchi ka njọ. This is
me escaping from Onitsha after a massive attack by unknown gunmen. They have been shooting Onitsha. See how empty the head bridge is now. I'm zooming off, going back to my door sharply. See the head bridge. See from behind. My back. See my front. Then they shoot gun on. Hey! People are still going inside though. This is me escaping to the glory of God. But let's say here I come home. Hey!
You've seen that video, and it is trending already on so many other social media platforms. And the question is, are Biafrans living in Biafran land becoming slaves to those who claim they are agitating for their freedom? What happened today? Actually, a gunshot was heard somewhere in Onitsha, and everyone have already started sending panic message across to whoever that cares to listen. As we've seen in the report, everyone has access to WhatsApp. Everyone has access to social media through Android and other gadgets. So anything that happens, people start creating panic. And our people are so responsive to panic. Trust my people. And I can tell you, we that are living in Anambra state, particularly Onitsha, can tell you that you can even touch the panic and feel it. Because nobody won't die, but everybody won't go heaven. That is the situation of things today in Onitsha. And I asked this question, is this the same Igbos that fought the war of attrition and held the world to a standstill for 3 years? Is it the crop of Igbos that we have today? And I believe from what we've seen so far, to be honest with you, our ancestors before us, those who gave their life during that genocidal war, will be turning in their grave, seeing the kind of cowardice they have given birth in the name of the next generation, living now in Biafran land. And today we are talking Biafra. We Biafran people have the right to express ourselves on this program. And ultimately what we want to achieve is peace and progress in Igbo land. Because not just Igbo land is the entire Biafran land. Igbo land is just a section of the entire Biafran land. So today I'll be joined with my brother who is already somewhere in South Africa. part of this program tonight. Hello, my brother. Good evening. You're welcome to the program. You can unmute yourself.
All right. Good evening, and good evening, the listeners. Thank you.
Okay, now give us your own perspective. What do you think about the report that we brought to you today? What's your opinion on that?
Well, there is nothing new to the events, the recent happening in our nature. It's just a continuation of misdirection, which the Biafran agitation has taken. And like as I will always say, many more may have to die, and many more may have to suffer. Our people has been misdirected and misinformed to such a manner that they don't understand the difference between good and bad anymore. Part of it, I may say, is the rising of gangsterism in our higher institutions, such like our universities and secondary schools. So it's actually impacted on the manner and the type of violence approach our people has taken. We don't know our people as people who use violence to address issues. We know our people as people who negotiate, who dialogue. And this recent direction of everything will be violence, death, and fight is what is causing what I may say fear in our land. And there is no society that survives in the state of anarchy. I have never seen this a society that survives it. It's only to the advantage of your enemies. Each time there is anarchy in the land, like we used to say in Igbo adage, na nadiroma bulundenze. So those of them who are in the position of authorities are the ones who are enjoying this anarchy. Those of you who are causing the anarchy are more or less the victim, because you are deceived that when you go and cause problem, things will be okay. But it's not true. It is not true. I have never seen a situation. Look at Afghanistan. After so many years of violence in Afghanistan, America shamefully withdraw from Afghanistan. They shamefully withdraw because this land belongs to the people. And there is no way America can control Afghanistan people with violence. They tried. The people that owns the country which they invaded were like sabotaging their effort. So it ended up in frustration. So people should look inwards and understand all these years of violence in Afghanistan, in Palestine, in Syria, in DRC, in Mali. Go to those countries. There's no development going on there. So our land should not be allowed to continue experiencing this unrest. The politicians that we are saying that they are the cause of the problems that we are facing, you are helping them. Most of these people are working for the politicians. But what happened? The same story. If you are not shouting death, kill, fight, there is no way somebody will disguise or hide to come and kill you. It's almost impossible. It is when you call for violence in the environment where you are, even if you did not perpetuate the violence, the enemy will infiltrate, will penetrate and cause it. There are willing tools. There are those who are willing to be used to do it. They are there. The same way boys are used during election is the same way those boys are being used today. And our people do not get it. When we say we don't want the approach of violence, you don't start what you know you cannot control. It's almost impossible. The recent incident in Onitsha, our people are scampering for safety. I'm not there. I won't blame those who are running helter-skelter. I'm not there. So there is no way we can explain this apart from incompetence of the government. You come to an organization which is constituting violence in the society. You choose one or two people in that organization and be working with them. The other people, what do you think they will do? They will sabotage your effort. And both groups, they know their secrets. The state government, the local government should be honest in the fight and where they're looking for the solution to this unrest in our regions. They should be honest to themselves and stop sponsoring one side and fighting the other side. If you want to stop violence, stop the violence. Engage our youths and keep them busy. That is the only way to handle this. For those of them who are getting involved in all manner of gangsterism at school, there are ways government are handling it. Other governments has handled it. It's not that you are going to eradicate it, but it has to be minimized. You understand? Because this gangsterism is not in our institutions before. Our people are not known in this way of life. Let me be honest. Cultism is not in our land. This is coming from Western Nigeria, and our people should be aware of it. This practice that our people are embracing, using it to kill each other, is from Western Nigeria, or Buho culture Igbo, or Buho culture Biafra. Let me stop here for now.
Thank you, my brother. You've spoken very well, and I appreciate you. This is BVI Channel 1, and we are on Biafra Discourse, talking about ways and manners through which we can make things better for our people in our homeland, and also in the agitation for Biafra. How can it be done without all these breakdown of law and order, and also bringing a whole lot of anarchy, like someone said, bringing down hell. Unfortunately, hell happened to be, I told someone, when you say you're going to bring hell upon Nigeria, and it ended up bringing or turning our homeland, the Biafran land, in question, a hellfire, where devils reign supreme. To be honest with you, we've seen a situation that is really, really bad. Many people don't like to hear this because they have this Biafra sentiment, as though they are more Biafran than the rest of us. We are saying that we can get our freedom without shooting ourselves in the leg. That is just the summary of it. I see schools shut down. Somebody just woke up someday and after drinking whatever thing under any influence, declare 10 days sit at home. And once you hear gunshot, why? Now they disappear. We become such a very volatile people. And these are the people that are shouting, we want to go and fight, we want to go and fight. Who are you going to fight? How are you going to fight and defeat common criminals, common ragtag criminals? Our people are. In fact, I'm so disappointed. This is a very hard time to be called an Igbo man. It's really shameful. And because whenever we mention Biafra and anyone that speak up the truth the way it is, you'll be tagged whatever name. Anyway, that's not a new thing. But I thank God that many people who called me Sabotua or all manner of names in the past, today, they've come to the same page with me to believe and acknowledge that you can't get any headway in the name of Biafra agitation by breaking down law and order. In our homeland especially. In our homeland, the place we call our home. I've made this illustration in the past that if you have a kind of maybe a reptile, snake entered your house where your children and families are with all your properties. Because you want to kill the snake, you now set your house on fire. It's only a madman that does that. And that's exactly what we are saying in our homeland today. People are claiming they want to secure Biafran land by intimidating Biafran people, by killing Biafran people, by making Biafran people to live in fear in their own land, that they cannot freely walk around. Insecurity happening everywhere. What is then the difference between what we see in Nigeria, where they're pumping money for security in the name of security vote, in the name of security budget, and yet insecurity continue to escalate? Somebody say that you want to set you free. Somebody say that you want to secure you, and yet he's forcing you to live in fear. If you stand on their way, they kill you. If you speak up, you become a target. Unfortunately, some people are supporting. Some of you who are watching, I know many of you will not like it, and you go to another place where you'll be told that you sleep in Biafra today, and we sleep in Nigeria today and wake up in Biafra tomorrow. As if to say God will open up heavens and declare. In fact, the way things are in Nigeria today, especially in Biafra land, if anything should happen and tomorrow they say, okay, Biafra, so okay, go. Just like I had that, they say that, my brother, you heard that Asani Dokubo was saying that they should let Igbos go. I say, okay, let Igbos go, with the kind of confusion, that's the situation is so, I cannot pin it down to describe it in any way. But we are worse off in Nigeria as we speak. Are we talking about our political leaders who are headless, who are senseless, who are not sensitive to the plight of their people, who have deprived their people good governance, and yet the people will not blame others for their woes? Your school is not working. You are blaming Fulani man in the north. Your schools are closed down because of people who are unable to pay salaries. Your governors are not paying salaries or pension. Your parents are dying of hunger. You are blaming another person. Whereas you have all it takes to fix your homeland, to keep your youths busy. I tell people, with what we have, Southeast particularly can be a light in the midst of darkness we call Nigeria today. If we truly understand these things, and maybe subsequently, we will address the issue of Biafra as a people, Biafra as a nation, and Biafra as an ideology. And until we understand that, we cannot make any headway, as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm talking about this situation that we have today. My brother Udo, what do you think that could be the solution moving forward? Because I have by go one chance. In fact, Southeast, infested firewood. And today, all manner of creeping creatures are paid off visit. All manner of criminal elements are springing up left, right, and center. So what do you think should be the way forward to this very madness happening in our homeland today?
Thank you very much once again. You see, as a member of parliament under the customary government of Biafra, we are offering our people opportunity to abandon the criminal way of fighting for freedom and embrace a peaceful and the most secured approach that will guarantee us not only the freedom we seek for, but a brighter future for our children. Take a look at, there was a video I saw online where they are beating school children. And if you look at that video, you can see it's a small school, very small school. Maybe it was an individual who managed to open that school in that community just to help the children go to school and be educated. Because they opened the school on Monday, they went and they were beating those kids and the school teacher. And I'm asking myself, those who are instructing our people at home to do this dehumanization treatment, they're in abroad where their human rights are being guaranteed. No one is maltreating them. There was a time during the xenophobic attack, the recent ones in South Africa, people were complaining. I say, shut up, stop complaining. Your own people are busy killing their own people at home. It doesn't disturb you. You are not worried about it. Xenophobia, you come to somebody's land and they say you must go. You are crying, you are complaining. Go back home. I am in South Africa here. The laws here are working and we're enjoying it. Any small threat to our existence here, we complain. But what our people are doing to our people back home in Biafra land, we are not complaining about it. We are busy doing video upon video, encouraging it. Let me be sincere with you. If they announce Biafra today, I will find the means to evacuate my family from the land. I am just telling you what I will do. The first thing I will do is to evacuate my family. Because my family will not be part of this type of Biafra that I'm watching every day on social media. It is not possible. They can't be part of it. It will be worse than Somalia. I don't know the way they are talking about Somalia, if it is like that, because what I'm seeing coming out from our land, I don't think it has happened anywhere in the whole world. Where brothers kill their brothers, roast their meat, eat it, cut their private part. I have never seen that type of horror anywhere in the whole world. Brothers, sisters doing it to themselves. When you ask that person, you say, I'm fighting for Biafra. I'm fighting for freedom. What is freedom? What is freedom? Do you know what is freedom? He who is fighting for freedom does not deprive another of his own freedom.
Exactly. I agree with you totally. I agree with you.
The difference between Biafra agitators and Nigerian government, I must tell you, I give Nigerian government A1 as the government of Nigeria, who has the superior firepower to do anything they like. They are pampering us. Come on, they are pampering us. The small gun, the stolen guns that these boys managed to cut out with, they are using it to torment the whole community. How much more if you hand the whole power over to them? What do you think will happen? Power. Biafra wanting to get called the Japan. It's not today we start cramming for peace. It's not today we start telling you, those of you who are clapping for Sentinel government, to stop it. Now, the time that we should use to checkmate our politicians, pensions, we are using it to kill ourselves. Our attentions has been diverted to Monday sit at home, releasing Nandekano. The government criminals, they are not those councillors say tell me, since they started doing the thing, tell me the local government chairman this people has arrested for not doing what he's supposed to do for community. Tell me the senator these people have arrested for not doing what they're supposed to do in the community. Tell me the governor these people have attacked for not developing the state or paying wages of salaries. All that, all the attack is on innocent civilians who are suffering, who the suffering has over already. Adding insult into injury. This is what our land has become.
Honestly,
Well,
it has become so bad. And if you are joining us, we're on Biafra Discourse, and I have Ndubisi and Enugu joining me on via phone, and I will be bringing him on to speak. Ndubisi, you can unmute yourself. Tell us what your opinions are with respect to what is happening and the discussion on Biafra Discourse today.
Chinedu, thank you. Good evening. And thank you for what you have been doing. You know, the message of good governance is what you have been preaching for over the years. And on that note, I want to still add that good governance is what will save our society, Igbo society, Biafran society. On what is happening is because people have refused to accept the right way to freedom, to restore Biafra. You know, people have been fed with fake news and mission. They have accepted lies upon lies. Nobody can say that they have not heard. Nobody can say that he has not heard the right way to follow. But you know, Chinedu, because our people so much believe in miracles, that is why you have prayers, miracle centers everywhere, scattered all over our land. Our people believe that you can sleep and wake up in Biafra land, and you have your own country. That is why most people hardly follow truth. If you're a good man that is used to telling the truth and nothing but the truth, you'll be left alone. Just like Chinedu, you are like a voice in the wilderness. Even though most people listen to you, they believe in what you are saying, but they just because you know what you are saying is a process. You know, they rather follow the person that is lying to them, that Biafra will come the next day.
Yeah.
So it is that lies they have accepted over the years. It is the price our people are paying today. Unfortunately, the innocent people who do not know anything about it are also paying the price.
It's terrible.
Chinedu, are you sorry? Are you hearing me?
It's a terrible situation. Of course, we can hear you clearly, loud and clear.
So what I'm saying is that what we have allowed in the past because of our perhaps our conviction that those people who are promising us freedom actually meant what they're doing. Even up till now, like you have Simon Ekpa talking, our people forget time. Before election, Simon Ekpa was busy counting days, 362 days. Every day he will minus 1 day.
Yeah.
Every day he will minus 1 day. And he made it such that the number of days to get Biafra corresponds with the election, general election day, 25th of February. These are gamblers. In his own widest imagination, he was thinking that Nigeria will scatter after the election. And if Nigeria scatters,
Biafra will come.
he will be the prophet, telling everybody that Biafra is
Didn't I
here.
tell you? I told you.
And he will be the prime minister. Even up till now, as we speak, there are people listening and following us who believes that Simon Eba is doing the right thing, that is the prophet, that without him, nobody will be hearing about Biafra. Without him.
All of them one day, one person now say that, in fact, no, that day is an account down. That account down, Simeon Eba did that time. That is what they are waiting for. In fact, that is the high point of the whole thing. And if you see Deep Ibem, a man, not a primitive man, somebody that has traveled the world, living in Switzerland, came back to Nigeria and was telling me that Biafra is coming, that the countdown is already on. And I wonder,
and he believed him.
My brother Udo.
And he believed him. He said until after that day, if he didn't give us Biafra, he will stop following him.
Bata obodo oyibo fụ ka ndị be anyị si asokwu ibe ime ihe onwe ga-emebere ihe emebere ndị anyị fụ ichecha na ha ama ihe na ha uche ha dị ya uche ha adịghị erichego ndị erichago ha ndị a niile ndị eriri enweghị ọzọ onye ma ihe ma prọfesọ dị na ya ma dọkịta dị na ya ma lọya dị na ya ndị a niile jos laa n'iyi amaghị ma generation a bụ n'ọnụ.
And we are so loud. We don't plan. We don't articulate. We are not interested in the process to achieve a particular result. All we want is gidi 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 zobu 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 zobu. And no one if I zobute says. And so many people are angry with us with this program. In fact, many people will not like to watch this program because they believe that what are we saying? These are enemies of Biafra, that's what they will say.
Onwe mbosi anyị jere protest na Union Building. Union Building dị ka Asarok na Nigeria n'obodo a. That protest anyị jere bụ oge a na-agba ya na Jibril left ear, Jibril right ear ya. Say what you had the news.
That ọgwụ ahụ iso wee tụ gị. Ọgwụ Jibril ọ tụ gị.
Yeah. Okay. So I bet there. So I went in your bridge. On that day, more lead my own demon oga, Makahani so more lead those ones. The other case where Bata Union Building. I come with 2 entrances, vital 2 entrances. So I come 1 into 2. Facing the front and the back entrance. Kainwa might gain access into the Union Building. They are outside. They just never verify. Makais which are my Biafran flag is. And when they just can verify, I won the Nigerian joke. Makai could have won the Nigeria. So the DSS is how they have now there. Now they are do up to something. Now cross or so every day is near none of the hours. I found and the MWiki Imenataya Lao. So I display there Biafran regardless. You do the protest chant about there. Night chant that in Buhari season underground tunnel is not underground tunnel Zupie. Ezupuzie ya ofonye uoji obodo where I say na the man na chop. And the motor apple from underground. It's like one of the diplomats who happens to be one of the ambassador. So where they are BJ. Just like Roger Bayana Moti, I rush is there the man. Janity or Bele. But I go what is the meditate so guys just the Bele. Yeah, puppets, yeah, rob net, tear gas. Na imanando for the yoke by na ha ujisi n'okwu ebe fa na-agba ọsọ. Ọkwa so rubber bullet na tear gas ka agbalo. Ndị mmadụ wee wuji okwu wuji aka. Luckily, ndị mụ na pa so ega I happen to manage to control them. And more casualty there. Because in a situation of assuming now I can't now assuming not like bullets can bury her. Public is a mix is here with the law enforcement agency, not from Union Building. ọ bụ ihe mere dị. So ndị anyị na ha na ndị niile dị 90% of ndị nọ na control the struggle na nne m si nọ ịnụ nọ na azụ ha ziche nọ na enye ihe nri. Biko gaa n'ihu.
Yeah, my brother, is really terrible situation. The experience in the Madagascar as a result of ignorance in this struggle. But now moving forward, let's find a solution to this whole thing. The way forward. Let me allow Ndubisi to speak. Ndubisi, tell us what's the solution to this whole thing, this whole madness happening. Okay, for the I want peace in our homeland.
Yeah, thank you, Chinedu. The solution is straight. Continual public sensitization through the social media and on ground, like radio station. While that is done, we'll be holding those people in government accountable to deliver on good governance. Because good governance will take care of the whole thing. You know, our people should understand that freedom, and again, is on information to cure the ignorance aspect of it. They should understand that freedom is not given, it's taken. And you take it through a due process. It's a process. It's either you go to war or you follow the political process. And we do not have comparative advantage fighting war this period. We have fought war and lost 3.something million people. That is to say that we cannot fight again. But you fight from your position of strength and not from position of weakness. At this point in time, Igbos or Biafra people have not prepared themselves to fight for war or to go through violence process because Igbos have refused to learn anything from the war. You could imagine all through Nigeria, you know, Lagos, Abuja, Kano, you see Igbo investment everywhere. You see Igbo doing business everywhere. Can you say the setting of the Yorubas or Hausas? How many of them are in eastern part of Nigeria? So the point I'm making, Chinedu, is that we should do the process through which these things will be achieved. And that is to begin to practice Biafran ideology of equity, fairness, and justice, love, good governance. We should begin to tell our people that Biafra means love. We should love ourselves.
Yeah.
And we should take care of ourselves. And we should, once we do that, we build our land. We have to make our land comfortable. We have to build a modern city in all the states in the Biafra land. By so doing, at least we've gotten the face of Biafra. People should know that to achieve this is a process. So let nobody deceive you that America is giving you Biafra. Nobody will give you power or countries are not achieved through begging. It's not given, it's taken. So the common people, the ordinary people who are ignorantly deeply involved in this thing, that are ready to kill people. And they are killing. You can see them beating market women in Ebonyi. You can see them beating school children in Enugu State. In Anambra State, you can see them killing people and beheading people just because of misinformation. You know, we don't hurt anybody and nobody should hurt anybody. We should preach love and they have to understand this message that we are one. You know, it is only people, the leaders of this Biafra struggle, who are pretending that they are fighting for freedom, that are misleading people. This started from the time of Wazulika. Wazulika is enjoying himself now. He's enjoying himself. If you go to his house, he's living like a governor, you know. So people should learn one or two things from all this experience. So I think as a way forward is for us to hold people in government accountable and begin to send people like Udo to represent us in government. People like Chinedu to represent us in government and practice the ideology of Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Indubisi, for your submission. Thank you so much for joining on the program. And we're going to bring in our brother to make his own closing remark on today's program, Biafra Discourse. My brother, are you still there?
Yes, by all means.
All right, okay. Now give us your own closing remark as to way forward, because we cannot conclude this without providing solution to the problem we are discussing on the table.
All right, once again, thank you very much. And the listeners, there's something I want our people to understand. And I want to ask it as a question. Perhaps at the end of the day, after killing so many people, after locking down Biafran land, and after all this drama in the name of release our leader, and he is released and compensated as I have seen it, and was given a king's treatment, just like Wazulike, and he now go inside his room or his quarters or the new empire that he's going to build for himself and relax and keep quiet, which is 100% what is going to happen. What will be your faith? What will you say to those that you killed in the name of release my leader? What will you say to those families that you have destroyed? What will you say to the livestock, livelihood of the innocent people which you have destroyed in the name of release my leader? I want to be Biafra. I saw that crops, I think it's okra, that was harvested in baskets. Do you know what it takes to plant a seed, water it, and watch it grow and germinate and bear fruit? Treat it from ants, not to destroy the farm. Do you know what it takes to do such work? And after that, one idiot, after being brainwashed, he believe God destroy those things. Then after, you are thinking that your future will now be bright. I'm telling you the honest truth. There is no solution to this problem apart from Chineke the solution is that na Chineke ga-akpọ ndị a niile ọkụ maka na etobe nchicha ọghọala. I've said it before. If I was in Finland, okwu Simon Ekpa bụ okwu kama mmagbuo ya ejebe m nga nnọkwa a few years na nga apụta mmanụ, because all these people are na-egbu carelessly. Ma ndị jere igbu egbu ha, ma ndị egburu egbu, all these people are our brothers and sisters. Ma ndị alafu ha jeba n'ime ọcha, these are our people. One nke n'ime ha na-abụghị our people. No blood that is wasted in this process of deception that does not affect us. Makana tigbo dike na oguno mgbogo iloputala achobia. These people are the waste their blood up and down. Mgbe agha na draw, mgbe enwe ha akụ hodukwo m nke a na-anụ jam. Echi niile, if it becomes a necessity, na ya anụ ọgụ, kezi ndị ya anụ dị ọgụ. Okpo, ndị na-amarụ ka esi ejide egbe. Onye awa ọnụ ude egbe, oje ofia m ya ba mamịrị na trọzi ya. Ị nọrọ somewhere na Jinja. Jeje gbuo, nna. Well, onwe ekwetu ọzọ ndị abụrụ ọnụ si eme na bụrụ otu ahụ. Eziokwu ka nna agbakwa gị. So ọ gị nwa bụ onye na-ezuzu ya ama ma anya ọ dị gị mma ma ihe ị na-eme ọ etu esi eme ihe ọ wee dị mma. Maka na obodo dị iche iche ifuru mepesịrị emepe ndị be anyị nọ na ya today wee na-eme ọfụma. Gwagodo ndị a biko na-ewe iwe gị bụ onye nọ Naijiria nọ n'ala Igbo wee na-eme ihe. Gwagodo ndị a na-edu gị na-asị gị jebe ha nọta kene ka abịa soro mee ha. Simon Ekpa kwuru ha na ya anata na ya egbu ọkwa gị gwadị mmụọ ọnwụnwụ. Anyị na fasị gị zọọ onwe gị zọọ ndị ọzọ. All our politicians, we should understand none of our problem anywhere. But how do we handle it if we are not able to tell ourselves the truth? If we are killing your brothers and your sisters, you are creating enmity. But at the end of the day, okay, you are from Enugu. You feel okay, Higazi Anambra will now operate. Then on the Enugu Anambra, Ajenugu Jana more operate. Ndi Ebonyi, Imo State, Imo State, Ebonyi State. At the end of the day, those of you among your groups, we can side deploy Anambra, Mpwade, Mugide, Butem, Magi, Mompag, one legging work a day. Then in case you're on my side, we can go Bugide, Butem, Mam, Mompam, Monwan. We are just fooling ourselves. Makifa game between me, Metwono, the earlier the better. The earlier the better. Make a kuku Biafra, Ijikwaku Ezioku. Makana Zotana Wezobute. 8 years we are now. This Biafra we are talking about. It's not about you Mana it takes Hitler 20 years to build the military strength of Germany, Nazi Germany, to face the world. Yet he failed. Yes, he failed because he was as smart by the British people. All their daughter America early to the war. Maka plan Hitler we finish here with Britain before I go to America. Okay, but even at that, he has also misunderstanding between God and devil. Oh, misunderstanding between devil and God. Oh, because all them will agreement today, even with the involvement of the United States, or he gave back to atomic energy, we have stopped Hitler. If not so, American way, Germany, also Japan, and finish again America. So if a sovereign nation like Germany, with the type of armament and with the help of the Jewish people, now collapse. How much more give boy and asking in of freedom? Oburofu state in our control. Local government in our control. No, if I can't what I go. If I can't Putechin is release Mazi. Kangbound is Yoku. Kangbound is Yoku. Obune will go. Eke got on IPOB using Uzi. Nyemo Fuzo. Come well, Lualandi Biafra all. Major development project. I get mena for Biafra. In no for Biafra. Yeah, all I in where BP get the high. I mention Biafra, the name Biafra. BP got about to a man there is hope. But according to stage, I know now, we're in the state of hopelessness. And until Nandia na agwa agota na si asịrị ha dịka mmadụ esege ịmụazị na ọmụtọ mmai onye si na ya bụ ụzọ mụta ya bụ nne ụzọ mụta dị ọkpara ya ajụ na onye bụ nne ya agwa gị na Biafra na-abịa 2020 ọbịa ha 2020 bịa gaa nwekwa nke ekwu 2015 ọbịa gaa okooko azụ nọ na Finland bịa gwunu na akaụntụ dan unu kugide ka abụọ na gụchaa Biafra abịara unu ka na-agụ hey hello man my dear brother I will always tell our people get better not bitter and remember to keep the Biafran soap alive. Thank you very much.
Ikuchago, my brother. Hello, man. One onye a na-agwa ọmọ ya anụkwa. Ndị a na-agwa enwelu ntị. Ya anụkwa. Ịmagofu. Ọ bụrụ ịchịkọ isi ka ọgwụ bụ isi. No, onye a na-esiri ya bụ ọgwụ. Ọ dịkwa ready ịṅụ ọgwụ. Ịghọtago? And it's very unfortunate. All the very unfortunate now. I be people that God bless so much, and we are now turning the blessing of God to become a curse upon us. Very unfortunate. And when you mention Nnamdi Kanu and the reason Haji made this criminality, many people now abroad are in different communities. You cannot conduct burial or any traditional rite without going to the bush to settle these people. You cannot peacefully come to your village. Many of them contributing this money cannot step their foot into their village. One called me. I'm telling you, that is it. And I can tell you more for free. One called me today. Number one, na village. He had to run back to the country he came back from. The one that recorded the video we played today, he was telling us, thank God he's escaping our homeland, running back to Edo State where he came from. People don't understand the damage we are doing to ourselves. And I wonder, they do this in the name of Biafra, hiding or we demanding now the Kanu release. Some of them will say, the governors must ask, they must release in Nnamdi Kanu. Or the governor Southeast, or Nnamdi Kanu. Or the governors did Nnamdi Kanu. Or the Nazwa did Nnamdi Kanu. Obundi be na Biafran land. Why is it that now I tell you, okay, Obule to no na kwalo na Biafran land. No na Bajezi Ebozo, even if cross Asaba, you will be living your life normal.
Freely.
Then Amolizia Biafra one only Gabuzi Biafra one and the Abuzi. Obru nyo mekome na nyori na ndi ama. Sige no makan Nnamdi Kanu release Nnamdi Kanu. Oba ani jin Nnamdi Kanu, obundi ubo jindi Biafra siji. Nnamdi Kanu. Ogwama ndị ji Nnamdi Kanu seated at the time of Buhari.
Family Nnamdi Kanu kwalo hapụ Abia State na Abuja jejebili
Permanently there.
Ha na-emebisi ana Igbo.
Now the situation now bụ ndị a na-eti Fulani Bugari no ya ji Nnamdi Kanu. And each one dey buy ke problem anyị na ana Igbo. Kendi bụ ndị anyị na-aya na Nigeria bụ dịka ndị Igbo or ndị Biafra. I think not ndị Fulani. They want to finish us. They want to kill us. They want to do this. These people try genocidal war against our people, against Biafrans. For 3 years, war of attrition, they failed. After that war ended in 1970, they began another war, economic war, and gave our people 20 pounds. Strangulating the Southeast, making sure that nothing, everything we would have able to rebuild from the scratch since after that war. Everything kuna Igbo go off the sweat of our people without the help of government, both federal and state. The same people that has put us in a box and called us a small dot in a cycle Now the same people are. I be joining Biafra kita saying no for our problem. And the fact of KB Bia ni Bonine, KB Bia Biafra nine for them to decimate Biafra completely. That is the same people who are now holding Nnamdi Kanu in custody, of which even the Nigerian court asked them to release him. In fact, I now believe that asking them to release him was orchestrated by the same people to fuel the anger and frustration of our people so that we can destroy ourselves completely.
It is a part of the politics.
They did not want, they never have any intention of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. And they have now seen that we are determined not to destroy Nigeria, but to destroy our homeland. To destroy our own homeland. I must say this and say it very clearly. Our people must get sense.
Holding Nnamdi Kanu enables us to destroy ourselves. So let's hold him. Let these people destroy themselves.
That is the situation. But these people, they don't know. They have given these guys in Abuja more reason to hold Nnamdi Kanu so that thing they failed to achieve during the genocidal war against our people, that thing they failed to achieve since 1970 till now, they will be able to achieve it without shooting a gun, but allowing us to destroy ourselves and kill ourselves by ourselves in the name of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing that can bring Nnamdi Kanu out is through political process. Is having men who are aggressive to engage in a political warfare with Nigeria. Without which, forget it. Nami Tokan. No, there is no way we can get our freedom, whether economic freedom, social freedom, or ultimate independence, because people don't even know the difference between freedom and independence. We've just even gotten our freedom, and we're talking about independence.
Most costly thing on earth, freedom, is the most costliest thing. The ability to do what you want.
Exactly.
Freedom, the ability to do what you want. That is the most costly. Are we independent?
My dear, I believe now, and word is enough for the wise. I believe my people are wise. I hope that they will pick up their thinking faculty wherever they dump it and start reasoning properly. Nandi Namiva are agents of the enemies of Biafrans. Ndina Pampampa are the people who want to perpetually keep Nnamdi Kanu there because a lot of money is going. They are collecting money from Ndina through Hego. They also collecting money from politicians who are enabling them, giving them the free way to operate and intimidate Biafrans in Biafran land. Because if it was not so, I tell you, ragtag criminals. With proper, just not look at this man.
I attack you politicians.
Oh, see one blow for politician. See one attack your governor. See one attack any of them. You see, boom.
Attack those people and see what will happen.
So what we are saying in essence is for the people. Most importantly, I want to tell you that the ever get bidogodu from Nkai Meriki Memu as a people is to stop giving these guys moral support. This moral support is what is fueling their audacity in committing this crime. So that is where we will start from. We organize ourselves. Our people should know that this fear factor is what is being used. Finally realize that now once you instill one single fear, And this world of social media, everybody now will reporter. Send them panic everywhere. Creating tension. And we can knock out about on our ozugbo fesa everywhere. To savania. On that house to sagire. To the completely. To the completely. To savania. And people will be busy sharing. And when anything that has to do with development, and when any initiative, and I say like what we are doing, trying to energize our people to go into so many things that will enable our homeland to grow. They will not share it. They will not participate in it. They are not interested in it. But now anything that can bring chaos, confusion, backwardness, now oh, you see the my own is to deliver this message and give our people an opportunity to air the opinion. But if you see this kind of program, people rather like about around it at all.
filling station ịmụrụ ọkụ so ke ha eje gege ntị
ọ dị egwu
ịchọ ka ege gị ntị chọọ ofu filling station ma ọ bụ agba ya ọkụ gwa na oyi ndị ahụ meseji release Nnamdi Kanu ege ntị ozugbo.
Well, thank you very much, my brother. I think we've done enough. Maybe next week we'll continue on this program to educate our people. Thank you so much, Udowele, for joining. He's from the Biafra de facto government, where he had been a very outspoken Biafran, committed Biafran. And on this platform, it is meant for Biafran people. It's not meant for everybody. If you are a Biafran from the root, from the core, like we are unrepentant Biafrans. Myself, I am an unrepentant Biafran, and I owe nobody any apology. And I live in Biafran land. I am committed to the Biafran project for the freedom of my people. Education, technology, commerce, industry, progress, infrastructural development, job creation. These are the things we want in our homeland. And we want people, we have our people across the world that can bring it down to us. Please be part of the builders and not the destroyers. Be part of the builders and not the destroyers. I beg of you, in anything you do, please think home first. If I feel man, is it going to bring progress to our people or regret on our people? That is where I'm signing out. My brother, thank you. We hope to have you back next week, subsequently on the program, Biafra Discourse.
Thank you very much.
All right, and on this, we are saying good night to every one of you who have joined us on today's program. We hope to have you guys back again on the program subsequently next week, and we hope to continue bringing you more of the insight, more of the truth, undiluted truth that will ultimately set us free. Freedom is the ultimate goal. For my people desire and deserve freedom, all the freedom they need. Until I come back your way on Biafra Discourse. Bye-bye.